Hey everyone, Mel aka nostalgiaspie here again today, and I wanted to do a video about my old CDs, which I still have, thankfully. So let's start out. Actually, the ones in this little case here there's a DVD and some computer games that I'm not sure will work on my Windows 7 laptop. Anyway, so this one is very, very, very special. Bethany Camp 2005, disc number 2. I think it was the senior high, whatever they call it, week at Bethany Camp. That was the week I went to camp instead of just vacationing there with my family as we did every year. So this disc documents some of my experiences at camp. People were just going around and videotaping stuff to make a DVD at the end. It's kind of a thing they did. I don't know if all camps do that, but they did it back then. So I don't know if I'll ever put the video on YouTube. I don't know if other people in the video would find it and be upset or something. But maybe if I got permission, I would probably do it. It might already be up. I'm not sure. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has a DVD of this. It's clearly a homemade DVD. The cover is paper. And it's got a picture of something on it. It looks like a building under construction. Not sure what they were building exactly. But anyway, so that was my first going to camp experience that I've got on DVD, and that's really special. Even actually the low video quality is even nostalgic to me somehow, if that makes sense. Sometimes I just like watching things in early 2000s DVD quality. Anyway, so this is Backyard Baseball. I'm sure some of you may be familiar with it. It says General Mills right there, so it probably came inside a cereal box. I don't remember actually playing this as a kid, but I was aware of it, and surely it's from the years I was a kid, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Now this one I remember, Backyard Football. The thing is, I kind of played backyard football, but I've never understood football. My brothers have tried to explain to me, and they have just failed miserably. So I never actually played the game, but I did have fun picking out the team members. And just like, you click on a person and they say something or something. Pablo was the best. You always want to pick him, because he was the best football player. So that's it for this case. And I have a bigger case right here. It's got more CDs in it, music CDs. Most of them I burned myself when I was a kid and a young teen. So, back then, I didn't have my own money, so I didn't have the means to buy the Lion King soundtrack, and, like, if I asked for it, I never got it, so I just downloaded them and online and just burned them to my own CD. So that's my homemade Lion King soundtrack. And it's got a snazzy cover to it that I printed out. And there's a Lion King original Broadway cast recording that I also burned. Rhythm of the Pride Lands that I burned. Disney, please do not sue me. I was a kid, I didn't know any better. And these are random mixed CDs. Yeah, even the pattern on these is really nostalgic. These are really old. And it's the name I go by in real life, so yeah, and it's mixed. Not sure what all these CDs have on them, but I know like sometime last year, I think I put them into my computer and listened to them. This one says, very random mix. That looks really psychedelic right there. That's cool. That's awesome. Anyway, so there's random Disney mix, and essential for a person like me. This was actually, I think, an old CD of my brother's. It's got Newsboys on it. Yeah, the Newsboys were big back when I was a kid. This is my copy of a CD my friend lent me, Mannheim Steamroller Meets the Mouse. That is super nostalgic to me. I'm not sure I have that on my computer right now, but if I don't, I can just rip it. I even made my own copy of the Bambi soundtrack during my Bambi obsession in 2007. These are unlabeled, but I know they've got music on them, because otherwise they wouldn't be in here. That one's unlabeled. This one is labeled Martina McBride, White Christmas. Yeah, it seems like it was a thing with me to take my family members' CDs and just make my own copies of them. Yeah, so I was a pirate from an early age. This one, Love Can Turn the World, Bill and Gloria Gaither, which I hardly ever listened to. I only liked it for like one song on it, which is the album name song. This was actually a CD that somebody else burned for me after I expressed a liking for the song. So that's pretty nostalgic. That was from the our early days in Austin. This one is a Kodak Easy Share disc, so it has pictures on it. They might be old pictures from like my old digital cameras or something. This one is from Walgreens, and not quite sure what it has on it. Oh, I think that one has the pictures that I took of our house in Minnesota before we moved away. Yeah, I took a bunch of pictures for it, and I made a photo album of them. Well, not an album, more like just not like a scrapbook, but just an album of pictures. I don't know if I've made a video on that. So then, here are some more CDs, photo CDs. They've just got photos that I've made on them. Photos that I've taken. I think, well, that's the last. There are still some empty spaces there. These 3 orange CDs are from some cameras that I had lying around in my room, in a box in my room for a long, long time, and finally got developed in 2013. And it was very expensive because they were developing film cameras in 2013, and they had to like send them away to do something or something. So I paid like $50 for those photos, but they were really good photos. Very, very nostalgic. They were of my early adolescence, back before everything fell apart in Minnesota. I'll just say that. Could have waited till I was off camera to do that, but whatever. So yeah, there are a bunch of nostalgic CDs.